Now, today's top stories and tomorrow's full forecast in the first 5 minutes. You're watching CBS 3 Springfield.
Memorial Day services around the valley hits home for relatives of fallen servicemen and women. We catch up with several families. And just when you thought you heard it all, a man is arrested for assault and battery, and his weapon of choice, well, it was a forklift. With today's top stories and tomorrow's full forecast in the first 5 minutes, I'm Natalie Tolomeo. This morning's rain and thunderstorms didn't stop Chicopee residents from honoring their veterans this Memorial Day. CBS 3 Springfield's Justine Judge spoke with a local family who lost their son, who was serving in Afghanistan 2 years ago.
Inside the old Chicopee High School, Gwen and Herbert DuPont sit and listen to the speeches and tributes paid to American men and women who have served and made the ultimate sacrifice in defense of.
The rain didn't keep hundreds from coming out to Westfield's Memorial Day parade today. Families lined the sidewalks to watch the parade as it made its way through downtown. Marchers included school bands, Girl Scouts, the Westfield Fire Department, and local veterans.
I feel bad for all the veterans that actually died, and I feel great for the ones that actually are still alive fighting.
The parade lasted for more than an hour and ended at Parker Memorial Park. Memorial Day is a cause for remembrance for many families that have lost loved ones who've put their lives on the line for our country. And it rings true here in Western Mass. The first 5 minutes goes to Agawam now, where one family remembers the service of their father. CBS 3 Springfield's Matthew Campbell has that story.
Go way down the end, dude.
It's a monthly tradition for Jack Patterson. You can watch as he prepares flowers for his father and mother, both buried at Veterans in Agawam. The tranquil cemetery.
Also in the first 5 minutes, the city of Brockton is honoring a local soldier killed in Iraq. A plaque paying tribute to the Army Captain Anthony Palermo Jr. was unveiled at City Hall Plaza after the city's annual Memorial Day parade. Palermo and 2 other soldiers were killed by a roadside bomb in Baghdad in April 2006. He was just 26 years old and died just weeks before his wife gave birth to a son. Springfield police are investigating 2 separate shootings in the city this weekend. Police arrested 2 men after a shooting on Hall Street just before 9 Saturday night. Police say a party turned violent when 18-year-old Troy Harris opened fire and shot a 28-year-old man. Harris has been charged with aggravated assault with intent to murder. 22-year-old Kalan Poole has been arrested as an accessory to this crime. Now, the victim was rushed to Bay State Medical Center, where police say even though he lost a lot of blood, he is expected to survive. Also Saturday night, police were called to Bowdoin Street after a gunshot victim walked right into Bay State Medical Center. Police found 8 shell casings a block away on Florida Street. They say that victim suffered serious injuries, but he too is expected to survive. If you have any information, contact Springfield Police. Police in the city were busy this weekend, and they're also searching for suspects in a violent hammer attack. A man told police 2 men kicked in the back window to his apartment on Mattoon Street early this morning and beat him over the head with a hammer. The man suffered injuries to his head and face but refused to go to the hospital. He told police he did not know his attackers, but police are still investigating. And a Springfield man is under arrest after allegedly leading police on a chase through the city. 20-year-old Leslie Evans was spotted by police driving a car that was wanted in another crime. When they tried to pull him over, police say Evans kept on going. They say he was driving 90 miles an hour on Wilbraham Road, crossing in and out of traffic, and he nearly hit several pedestrians, even 2 police cruisers. Police say Evans eventually ditched that car and they were able to catch up with him. And when they did, they found an empty bottle of tequila in the front seat. He now faces several charges, including 3 counts of assault with a dangerous weapon. And Springfield police make another arrest this weekend. 41-year-old Brian Hurley is accused of hitting his girlfriend and then using a forklift to lift her while she was in a car. The woman told police she was dropping her boyfriend off at work when they started fighting over money issues. She says he became angry and slapped her across the face. He then allegedly got into the forklift, lifted her up in the car, and then dropped it several feet down to the ground. Luckily, she was not injured. And police are still on the hunt for a thief who robbed the TD Bank on Boston Road in Springfield. It happened around noon Saturday. Police say the robber walked into the bank and handed the teller a note demanding money. He then fled the scene. If you have any information on this crime, contact Springfield Police. A longtime Western Mass public radio reporter has died of an apparent heart attack at age 55. Bob Paquette was the local host of National Public Radio's Morning Edition on WFCR FM in Amherst for the past 19 years. An autopsy is being done to figure out the exact time and cause of his death. Paquette is survived by his husband, Michael Packard. Republicans who have their eye on the White House are busy this Memorial Day honoring war veterans while building excitement for the 2012 elections. CBS's Manuel Gallegos has more.
Hi there. It's day 2 of what Sarah Palin is calling her One Nation tour.
This isn't a campaign bus. This is a bus to be able to express.
President Obama honors the fallen this Memorial Day and taps a veteran for a top job. I'm Danielle Nottingham at the White House. I'll have that story coming up.
And some local organizations are teaming up to help military families see the arts. Those details are straight ahead.